Alright guys, we at O'Reilly's right now with Kundi. We're about to get the slave cylinder real quick, so let's see if they have it. I called them, they said they had it in, so hopefully they still do. Kundi's gotta get some oil, dude. This all the cast gel edge.
Yeah, dude. Look what it says.
10W60, dude. Yeah. That heavy stuff.
It says something about Bugatti. Okay, BMW M models approved for Koenigsegg. I mean, that's a Bugatti engine. I mean, I basically have a Bugatti.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
It's a Bugatti with a E90 body kit.
Bugatti M3.
Yeah. Alright guys, so
I got the Bugatti oil.
yeah, dude, he got the Bugatti. Oh shit. Got the master cylinder. I was originally gonna go with Exidy brand, but I got power torque, dude. So
it gives you the power and the torque, dude.
yeah, so we're gonna probably put this on tomorrow and see what's up. Look at the E90, dude.
Yeah, dude, got the Bugatti right here.
Yeah, Bugatti with the V3 E90 kit. Koenigsegg with the V3 E90 kit. But yeah, so this video will probably be continued tomorrow. But yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Part 1. Oh, nothing happened. Ashketa! Got anything to say?
Huh?
Got anything to say?
You know I'm saying, bro.
No, I'm
Bugatti,
saying.
bro.
No, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, no.
We're all giddy because we just got down from a toge run. So.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we'll see you later.
Toges.
Alright guys, what's up? So it is now the next day, next morning now. Got the Miata on jacks here. Passenger side wheel, front passenger side wheel is off. And yeah, I thought I might as well get up early for this and do it because it's summer in Cali and it gets freaking like Egypt out here, dude. It's freaking just crazy heat. And I really don't want to be fixing this like midday heat. So basically I'll show you guys what the slave cylinder looks like right now. Alright, so the thing I'm going to be replacing today is that guy right there. This little unit right here I'm going to be replacing. I'm going to be showing you guys how to take it off, how to disconnect all the stuff on it, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get to this. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some brake cleaner because it's really dirty in there from like old grease. So I got some right here, O'Reilly Special, and I'm just gonna spray it down because it's pretty nasty. And when you're taking off these bolts, especially like on the slave cylinder, it's going to be really greasy, and you want to make sure that there's no grease on bolts when you try to take them off, because usually when a bolt is greasy and you try to take it off, especially something that's never been taken off before, because I pretty much guarantee you throughout this whole car's life this thing has never been changed, you're going to strip the bolts. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab this brake cleaner, and I'm going to spray down the whole slave cylinder, and then, so it's just a little bit cleaner to take out. Basically, if you guys aren't familiar with brake cleaner, one being it is super toxic, so do not inhale this at all. Like, yeah, I usually do the classic, shirt over the face kind of thing, but this is basically like anything, any kind of grease, any substance, this is most likely going to take it off. If you can't get something off of brake cleaner, you probably won't be able to get it off at all, no matter what the hell it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of the brake cleaner on it now. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, spray it all in there. Alright guys, so when you take this off, there's going to be 2 bolts, one right there and then one right there. The one on the bottom is a really big pain to get off. What I did was I just stuck this from under the subframe, and then I used the jack handle as a breaker bar, and then, or the bottle jack handle as a breaker bar, and then it got loose. That one was actually pretty loose compared to the top. I think they do that because they know it's a hard space to get to, so they don't torque it as much as the top one. But yeah, so once you get those two loose, you're gonna want to take off this compressed line right here. It's a 10 millimeter, I believe, so you're gonna go ahead and take that off. And then yeah, you want to make sure you take the line off before you take the actual those two bolts apart, because then the slave is just going to dangle and it's going to be harder for you to get that out. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that out now. Alright guys, so I got the old slave cylinder out, and you guys can see between this is the new one and this is the old one, obviously you can kind of tell a difference of what's wrong here. So the slave lost pressure, because you can see this is the piston, and this one, the piston in this one, the old one, is actually stuck inside of the cylinder. So that's pretty bad. This thing is just stuck in there, like it doesn't even want to come out anymore. But this one, no problem. Like I can squeeze it and see the pistons going inside of the cylinder with no problem. This one, like, it doesn't even come out of the cylinder anymore. Like look, it's like stuck in there now. But yeah, so this thing is completely junk. Totally junk. That thing's probably never been changed out in its whole life, or this car's whole life, so I wouldn't be surprised for that thing to take a crap, because my car has like 215 on it, so yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Alright guys, so before I lay this beautiful new slave cylinder in the car, I'm gonna go ahead and go over how you guys should put it back in, you know, like the orderly fashion of how to do it. So I'll show you here since it's easier. So basically, this is gonna be like your bell housing where the slave cylinder obviously mounts. You can see it. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put this tail in. This is the piston for the slave. There's gonna be a little hole back here, and then you're just gonna slide it in there, and then you're going to put the two mounting holes in, and then this piece actually is just like a protecting thing. But yeah, you're gonna put the two bolts in, tighten those down, and then you're gonna put the line in, and then later on you'll get to, you know, adjusting that thing and whatnot. So yeah, that's how you do it. Alright guys, so slave is now in. I have the silicone hose attached to the bleeder because we're gonna go ahead and bleed it now. We tried bleeding it already, but there's no pressure at all in the on the clutch, so that means that there's air, like there's a lot of air in the hydraulic lines. So right over here in the reservoir, did a little fancy paint job, but in the reservoir I filled it all the way to the top, and now it's at max. So that means that it took the it primed like the fluid, so it's in the lines right now, but we just got to get the air out. So all right, so he just put some more fluid in the master reservoir.
Yeets.
Yep,
Bleeding the clutch.
Yep, getting a lot of bubbles out.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep. All right, I'm ready. Okay. Yeah. Open? Okay. Okay. Guys, so we finally got the clutch all nice and bled. There's a lot of pressure now. It honestly feels like so much better. Like, it feels a lot nicer and stiffer now than it even was before. But yeah, so before, hold on, let me show you guys. So before, my clutch, like literally with my pinky, I can just push it down because there's no pressure at all. But now, you can see, there's pressure now, so that's awesome. The slave definitely made a huge difference, because even before it went out, it was like, you can already tell it's kind of sloppy, and there's not like really responsive, I guess I can say, pressure to the clutch. But now it's like super, like it's there, like it's nice and heavy, feels really good. So yeah, man, that's the slave cylinder. She's all nice in there, and yeah, so let's go ahead, put the wheels back on, and yeah, man, call it a night.